I'd have to hire more people. Yeah, I don't know if, you know, that's HR's problem. Yep.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
You guys ever get used to like going into the room and hearing their babbling? Are they different weapon mods? No. I'm the director. Let me in. Oh, I like thought I saw someone behind the safe. It's my reflection. Never mind. Did the message just say redacted? And I saw a bad guy out there. Come here, dude. Apparently you can shoot through glass. Hang on. Controls. Evade. How often do you guys use evade? Oh, I can put that there. Alright, let's go there. Alright, let's leave it as we'll swap them around then for now. Ah. Hey, so those rooms that I couldn't get into before I had the gun, I can just shoot the windows now. Visited the following places. I do wonder if the motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And again, for the record, I again request that you give us a budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Raleigh and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any place of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. And the mini bar. I think so. Aggressive probably is better. So the building only somewhat looks like the building.
Yes, it's overpowering here.
Alright, let's not go there.
Near it. With you on that.
Hiss resonance field, physical impediment that is difficult to define. I'm assuming this is the red thing. Hiss barriers appear in ways to impede, escape, or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1, destroy multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, or 2, destroy the Hiss entities in the area. Resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does inactive structure make Hiss resonance qualify as conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Is that a weapon mod? Ammo refund chance on hit? Or reload speed? Both good, I guess. Keep reload speed for now. Does that mean the red things dropped? It does. Okay. But I still want to look around here for stuff. Gotta find the collectibles. Yeah, they seem like much of a muchness, which I like. It's nice to have cool games with cool concepts that you look at stuff and go, which one do I think I prefer, instead of which one do I need to take because it's better. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Stable, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. High likelihood of unanticipated building shifts or frequent anticipated building shifts. This is like this is a really cool premise to start with. Like, I'm already trying to work, like thinking through, did they just, at some point in time, did someone come across this building? Why does it look like this? It wouldn't have just appeared in the 60s. Undefined reading material. Is that going in here? They're just crafting materials or something? Right, that's still red. Oh, okay, I didn't see the down here part. Havana. Event summary. An auditory event occurred in the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted deaths were reported, and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event. Was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for redacted minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to continental US. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file A185, AI85 for details. Nope. Have I got my more health from... Yeah, I like that one. Especially if I'm going to take damage from walking into that stuff. Wait, but this is red. Correspondence machine god. Hey, Mr. Seth, thanks for the raid, dude. Welcome, everyone. We're just playing through Control. Getting our spooky on. How are you, man? What were you playing today? I had a dream that I built a thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God. But not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster. The fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine, and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body. Like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. I've been playing Hades, man. Nice. Yeah, Hades is good. House memory. Oh, you played last week, yeah? Did you do the DLCs as well? Singing fish. Mr. Governor. I called the police, but they never came to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife on one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not real fish. It sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. It says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Dwayne, have you considered throwing out the fish? What if it flies back inside? Hang on, what's that? I bet you can't see the health bars on guys far enough away. That's cool. Shatter projectile boost. Hang on, hang on. It's on the pizza tonight, Valkyrie. That's where I hit that guy long range. Federal Bureau of Control. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purpose, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. Oops, sorry guys, just bashed the microphone. These letters came to us from various places and times gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. Realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight to how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, it will first compile a system that allows us to analyze the letters for any information and suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. But thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Dude, that just sounds like someone's creating some busy work. I'm going to go through a whole mess of letters and read them all in the hopes that we find a clue for something related to what we're interested in. There might never be any, but leave no letter unopened. Just in case. Like, that's good. I couldn't think of a better use of your salary. It sounds like science. I don't know. I think a lot of science that you've got some sort of direction, maybe. Throw that down here. Yeah, it's been alright.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at
I've
the
seen
CIA,
some of those.
The disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect
The old
fusion
8-inch floppy.
of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched...
Hey, Dulcie.
3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
I'm digging it. It's good. Yeah, it looked like they had fast travel between them as well. Cleanse control points to gain access to fast travel. Yeah, okay, nice. Alright, so I guess the thing to do now is to have a look around, see if the rooms... That one hasn't changed.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Oh, I don't want to go that. I don't want to go on the right track just yet. Where is that? That's where we came from. Right, I see. Man, it's I'm getting turned around real easy in this. Okay, so the only thing that had changed was the way to get down there. So like this bit up here wasn't available. So there's this one off to the right up here. Where do I want to go? And go up the stairs into communications. And go down the hall into this area. You okay, dude?
An object of power. Looks like the Hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Well, hang on. Yeah, Emily instructs Jesse to find the object of power, and if Emily instructed me? Did she actually tell me that? Oh, that's the old telephone. But this is a different one. So they can't see us up here. Can kind of see us up here. like how it's shooting stuff and it's like bouncing the boxes through the grates. It's pretty cool. It's really good. I like it. Get it! Get it! Get it!
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Hold E to grab highlighted objects. Release E to launch them. Good luck moving to the right. Never thought of that. Hang on, it says release E to launch. I released E. Okay, it's used half of my stuff. Man, now I want pizza, Valkyrie. I don't feel like I'm going to be running around the game with a block. It's pretty fun, especially when you have a big cube and it was taking out multiples. Pieces of walls and furniture, nice.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Yeah, I think you do have to play a little bit more aggressive because they drop health. They only drop health if they've been shot. Or were they dropping health? Is there another one? No, those guys dropped health from being hit, right? No, they only drop them when killed? You sure about that? I thought I saw in that, not this room, but the previous one, we took some long shots at a guy and we didn't kill him, but there was a couple of health nodes up the back. Either way, you want to like sniping guys has a downside because all their health would be dropping at a distance and not useful to you. Whereas sort of approaching and engaging. I got health behind me. Yeah, you could totally play this with a controller. I don't know, the gun stuff maybe not. So why is this tracking still? Was I supposed to do something? Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specifically built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track redacted entities once fired, making them a threat to whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to redacted for full report. And the Rangers of the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces, their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during all response. Threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities, beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, it is feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree. Or is it the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Refer to redacted file for full report. As the game looks so bad, you have to cover as much of it as possible with your effigy. I don't know. Witty response? I think Mr. TNT is saying because I used to be like this big on the screen, but now I'm like this big and I'm covering clearly, I don't know. I'm good at maths. I think I'm covering 95% of the screen. It makes it impossible to see. That works out, right? This wide, this big, 95%? Yeah. Yes, the game looks that terrible that I've enlarged my camera to compensate so that you won't have to see literally any of it. Containment procedure. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Oh, mine was sarcasm. Mr. TNT's was not because there's no capper at the end of it. So he was being serious. The object with an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it aside. Yeah, well, the Kappa is designed to do that exact thing. This is what gives us our lift, yeah? Stolen from Soviet military base located in Redaction by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to redacted missiles, believed to be reserved for agents Redaction after being returned to America. Diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. Any informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off was requisitioned by agents the next day. It's a good requisition. And that's about the floppy disk. That's good. Alright. But yeah, no, with the camera, maybe I just need to get used to it. I'm wondering if it's just a tiny touch too big. Oh, that's right. I went back in because the mission was staying there, or is it just showing yellow because I was there? It's showing yellow because I was there, I think. We want to go that way. Well, I'm not going to change it from game to game.
Hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Is there anything I can... There's the mailroom. We're going through the mailroom. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if there's any redacted. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's not like it's a huge chunk of square. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redacted. So another oar behind us and public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring redaction for any off-message opinions, but it looks like we're all in the clear. Tomasi out. You want to see so much you have to pay for the premium only pans? Oh, you should see what's happening in the only pans. So we go through the mailroom this way.
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
Yeah, like on this guy. There's also a thing there.
This must open the door.
Huh. Didn't really have to do much for this control point. No documents. Is there an in-game counter of how many documents are available? Or do we get something later that should, like, shows us where to locate more? No? Alright, bad guys, where are you? Oh, there you are.
They can fly now.
Oh, he's a boss.
Great.
Awesome. Look. Oh. Can I shoot? Oh, this is... I can shoot him and then throw something at him. Yeah, that's it.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Okay. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies. Observed in Bureau para-utilitarians, some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in a parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. Refer to redacted file for a full report.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
But I want collectibles. Oops. I mean, collectibles. Ooh, there's one.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
I'm getting jumpy about my shadow.
Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts.
Yeah, I normally like listening to stuff like that, except I get annoyed that I've just got to stand there and wait for it. I mean, I get it. You're pushing play on an audio device, so if you walk away, you can't hear it anymore. But come on, man. Video game for me.
Manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed. Inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave.
What's my take on the American Southern accent?
And I encourage you to keep calm.
Sounds like the American Southern accent.
Strange. Something you can't
I don't understand the question, really.
Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners.
That's all I take. Hey, there's a thing. It's tea time. Well, not quite. We're about an hour away. Hey, Malcolm, yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. Golf. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday. Jim. Jim. Always playing jokes on Dwight. Classic. I don't know, Plasma. Okay, so there's an actual sign that tells me how to get to hotline chamber. I guess they're not trying to keep it too hidden. I actually like that that's E. I think it's a good button for it, but a lot of games like this will change whether it's E or F is the interactive.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms.
And usually interact is F if there's a lean option. Was it the hotline bling? I mean no thing. Okay. He's put it, instead of Tomasi, it's put it down as Thomas 1. Alberto. It's a punch card.
The hiss got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff
everything's
at the
analog,
US
no smart
Embassy
devices.
in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear. Most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item to show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Spate of disappearances was traced to the home city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which was being connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, Redacted, days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butt Home's closet disappeared during this incident. Oh. Panz collected.
The hotline can't be far now.
Consecutive kills boost? Nah. Hotline chamber. Boom, boom, do, 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 do. But supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butt home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file MOT-01. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. It is Butte, probably. The disappearances of the home's owner and other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, redacted light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the redaction and redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly the link operates is redacted, but initial hypothesis center on the Butte ore as a redacted redaction. Seeing Dr. Darling presentation 24.3 for more details. The oldest house is the building we're in. It's like the name for it. Hotline security log. All visitors must check in. Trench. Bill Everett, custodian. Trench. Bill Everett. Trench. Everett. Trench. Everett. Carol Bishop. I wonder if our name will get put on that list, because things seem to just change. Like our portrait became the director portrait when we became director.
Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Hotline is designated for director use only. Disregard of this policy may result in fatal psychic trauma. Thought maybe it'd be like a glass platform, invisible, paranormal. You lose, I did notice there was a loss of, material. We take warnings in this house seriously? Well, I am the director, that was the only warning. Oh, okay, so it's an actual save. No, that's not. That's not the boss dude. I just grab bits of floor. Oof. One of your favorite bands made part of the music for this, which is fun. Nice. Well, there's a an option to turn copyrighted music off. So if theirs is that, you might not hear it. So I turn that on because reasons. Right, so you can always just grab something. I don't know how to think about that. So yeah, we lost some crafting material when we died. So it looks like the death penalty is... I don't know what that does. I don't know if it matters. Or if it was a score. Or was that our health going down? Maybe it was our health going down. I don't know. Alright, so use the phone and then turn around. Apparently we don't get to go through. It's called Source. Okay, it's like money. I was confused. Oh, it does say mind the gap. Confused when games do that. It's like, oh, we've noticed you've done poorly. Let's penalize you so you can't do it, so you struggle even more. Should be, if you die, we give you more to help you out. That would be terrible. I need to be able to levitate, right? I already did pull it. Try pulling it again. Wouldn't hurt to try. Well, I mean, you already know the answer, so it's not like... Alright. So the plan was have it pulled.
Have we been here before?
Third time.
No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream. Hello? Anyone here?
Oh, we don't have a gun. or our power. The notice board right beside it says law of 3 applies. Okay, so you do it 3 times. Hello? And hello? Maybe I wanted 3 in a row. I did 1, walked away, came back and did 2. They're all like unbranded foods. Is that available before? That's a key for one of these rooms.
Has a black pyramid on it.
I was kind of hoping we could have a look at that key. Let's go to the room that had a lock on it. And a black pyramid on the room. View motel and casino entry point. Catalyst light switches. The law of 3 applies. There we go. Directors can call the board long distance. Complete the astral plane challenge. Do we have an item? Well done, Dial Director. You can contact people and expect compulsive weekly calls.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations.
Tomasi tried to kill me.
She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Oh,
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
wait, the phone's not here.
People
What was all that
react
stuff we got?
strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Description, para utility. The object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone way is redacted. The object allows the director to communicate with the redacted. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal redaction. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including redaction and redacted, but its origin remains unknown. We saw that one. Are these all the same?
I can hear the hotline ringing. A director needs a team.
Alright. Are there any of these we don't... are the multimedia ones, they're all ones we've seen and heard, right? Or the hotline ones, that's multimedia as well. So we only really need to look at these 3 files to get new stuff, yeah? The other ones are just there if you want to watch them again, right? The hotline is the full version. Okay. What about the multimedia? We hear all of those, yeah?
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
I like how they all start the same.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst, a conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline. A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmoor hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess. The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days.
I was about to say, yeah, as an agent.
Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us.
Just kick them open.
We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Yeah, Valkyrie, these are longer, which is strange. I wonder why they just don't play the whole thing when you pick it up during the game.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
All right, last one. You are the director now. We expect independence, dependence. You are authority, chosen one. The Bureau game needs you. Oh, that's it. All right. Speak with Emily. Which is in the boardroom. So we should be able to come out of here and there's no telephone line. The light cord. Anyway, we should be able to come out of here and... Oh, where's that document we had? Records? Hotline security log. It did an update with us on it. And then there should be a way that goes straight out into our office, right? Very good. Wait, where's that then? Maybe it's just a match. Federal Bureau of Control, to all executive staff. I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they'll be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us to certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench. That's the old director. So don't be so low as to have someone question why can't everyone do it like us? And just don't do anything dumb, yeah. Emily. Is there something over here? One of these. Ah, new. Thanks for hanging out, dude. We'll be playing again tomorrow, and then I'm not sure on the time frame. 3 to 4 days to do this and then both DLCs. Clearance level 4. I've only got clearance level 1. Could just shoot it, right? Wait, I'm the director. Why don't I have clearance level 4? Okay, so maybe 3 days we're looking at then. I play a bit slower.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss?
Calm down. Breathe.
Sorry.
Breathe, Emily.
You made it.
Easy, easy. Calm down.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
If they can't print me out a badge, yeah, it's got to get punch carded. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1. Initial encounters with the entity known as Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jessie Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of other Hisses that I have dismayed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seemed to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Refer to file redacted for full report. Alright. I'll complete the quest now and be quiet.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is.
Nah, no dice.
We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
This is cool. That's the janitor. I've got trees down here as well. Hey Pop, how you doing, man? bit of foliage to hide the crushing nature of office work. Why does it say paper jam if there's no paper jam? Progress is going well, Mr. Set. I'm really enjoying it. Does she want to keep talking? Let's have a look in here first. Alright, new mission. Search for a way into the maintenance sector. We are at war. Hostile takeover. The hiss is the opposing force, foreign power. We will provide countermeasures or strategy. Accept, ingest them at control points. These countermeasures, missions, will benefit you. We will give resources, rewards, for each completed countermeasure. Side quests? Is that what we got? Lurking and napping?
Hi, Jesse.
Nothing new there. Alright, let's get up.
Thanks, Emily.
Thought maybe she'd give
I'm
us
sure
one of
I'll
these
have more
tests.
questions soon.
Just let me know.
Alright.